When life gives you an opportunity, you must take it. Even though I had no idea that this bus would be the one to change my life forever. Growing up, I learned that men like John were always right. I knew better than to question his words. I never thought he'd hurt me, and when he did, I was confused, thinking it was my fault. I didn't do or say the right thing. I needed to try harder. I had no idea that it was just an excuse for his behavior. One day, John lost his job and returned home. That day changed our lives forever. It felt like he was trying to break me. I packed my bags and ran away from him, not knowing where I was going. I found a random hotel and checked myself in. I laid down on the bed thinking about what I should do next. It was a horrible feeling. No one had ever made me feel this way before, and I hated it, but deep inside I felt a new strength growing within me. I kept asking myself, why am I doing this? Why am I still with him? And finally, I found the strength to leave him. But I didn't know where to go. My friends and family didn't know I was getting abused by John. They all thought we had a happy marriage. I stood at the bus stop for about half an hour before taking off my coat. It was freezing cold outside. I pulled my scarf tighter around my neck, wishing I could disappear from this world. The bus finally arrived and I stepped on, sitting down in the back. I was hoping to have some peace and quiet, but unfortunately, the woman sitting across from me started talking to me about the baby she was carrying. I smiled politely at her, pretending to be interested in her conversation, when in reality, I was waiting for her to get off the bus so I could get away. She finally got off, and I let out a sigh of relief. As soon as I got off the bus, I started crying. Just as I turned the corner, I saw the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. I couldn't help but stare at her. Her eyes, they held a deep sadness that touched my soul. For a moment, our eyes met and I felt an instant connection. I had to talk to her. I walked towards her and asked, "Are you okay?" She didn't respond. She just kept staring into space. I tried again. "Can I help you?" Still no response. I didn't know what to do. I just stood there awkwardly. Then I decided to take a chance. I reached out my hand and gently touched her shoulder. She flinched and turned to me. Her eyes were filled with fear and sadness. I could see that she was hiding something. "I know it's hard," I said, hoping that she could hear my kindness in my voice, "but you don't have to pretend anymore." Her eyes widened. Finally, she spoke. "How do you know?" I smiled sadly, because I grew up just like you. It took me a long time to realize that I was loved and that I didn't deserve what I went through. She started crying, and I embraced her. "You don't have to go back to him. Not tonight, not ever. You can come stay at my place. Just until you get back on your feet." She shook her head. "No, I can't. I have to go back." I held her hand. "You're not alone in this. You can call me anytime, even in the middle of the night." She finally agreed to let me take her home. I drove her to her apartment, but instead of going inside, she sent me a message. "Please come quickly. He's here. He's found me." I rushed over and burst through the door. There she was, standing in front of me, bruised and bleeding. "I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but he had threatened me." She was crying, looking at me with so much pain in her eyes. I hugged her tightly, whispering that it was okay. I helped her clean up her wounds, and we stayed up talking all night. She told me her name was Poppy. 2 days later, she moved in with me, and she never left. We had our ups and downs, but I was committed to making her feel loved and safe. After a while, she started to heal, and we fell in love. 7 years later, we have a beautiful daughter and a wonderful life together. I never imagined that a simple act of kindness could lead to such happiness, but it did. And every day I thank the universe for bringing Poppy into my life. If you're going through a tough time, remember that you're not alone. Reach out for help and never give up hope.